Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Papyrus Motorsports Park for the third running of the NNSCRA Honey Dew Donuts 250K. We're gearing up for a 20-minute qualifying session to set the starting lineup. Drivers will have 20 minutes here to set the fastest lap they can. Draft laps will be very important with the nature of this racetrack. His first two drivers out on track are Keith Kent and Priya McShane. Past winners in this event include Joshua Cooley back in 2019 and Christian Russell back in 2020. This event was not run wasn't run earlier in the year, I guess I should say, as this event has usually been run in December of a year or so. So ran it December 2019, and then I want to say ran it December of 2020. So it's been a year. But yeah, so anyways, these were the first two out on track. I am still trying to get energized. Friday morning after Thanksgiving here. Laura Chung, Trey Smith, Dylan Young, James Qualls. So this is the second time we're using trucks for this event. First time was in the first event. Last time we ran the Pinty's cars. So looking to probably be more of the kind of racing you guys saw back in the first event. As far as like souped up draft. As you can see, Qualls is running 170 right there, and Aaron Abel in draft is already 5 miles an hour faster. So you look at some more of the drivers. Alexander Rowe, Wes McCoy, Richard Johnson, Owen Miles, Matt McIntyre, Michael Norman, Vince Freeze, RJ Rosero, Roger James, Will Parrish, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Miles Mashburn, Enzo Nareza, LJ Toledo, Charles Sanford, Mitchell Collins, William Brock, Boston Jones, Christian Vargas, Brandon Yodel, Smet Oskin, and so on. As right now, a lot of people that are setting laps are setting their out laps. A lot of people have not even started taking laps, so I believe the first official time we should see is Keith Kent and Priya McShane. Stephen Colon in the draft of the 88. As you continue to look through the drivers in the event, Diego Yepes, Brandon Mayhew, James Ellison, Seth Cole, Logan York, Corey Raymond. There's Christian Russell. I believe he is the defending winner, which I just stated like 10 minutes ago, or 5 minutes ago, not even. And Sakuli is not in this race. As you can tell, I'm very much out of my natural element here, as it is a qualifying session and not like an actual race, and I don't have somebody to bounce off of like I usually do, as Vince is a very busy man in the winter months. Right now, the 11 is fast. It's on track with a 117.316. Now the 46 of Michael Norman jumps up with a 116.992. We're going to see a lot of different draft laps being set here early on in the going. So you see these trucks get up to about 195 miles an hour. That's the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. Jumps to the top. 4 1,000ths of a second faster than Michael Norman. So you're going to see the overlay up likely for the whole race and whatnot, as being a special event one-off. It's going to take me that one whole race to know who's driving what. As now the 25 and the 88 jump to the top. That is Stephen Colon, who got the pole back in the NRSL Daytona 500 for the Digital Storm Cup Series this year. So not the NRSL Daytona 500, the Daytona 500 for the NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series. See, I'm telling you, I'm out of my element. This Red Bull is not kicked in yet. It's also just qualifying, so, you know, I'm like half awake. Wow, we got another fast lap. 1:16.267. That is set by Matt McIntyre in the 33, as they've got a really big pack right here. Carl Hopper, Jonathan Zorlin in this pack, including Lane Sanders. This event will once again be a 43-lap event, and we'll be doing something a little different this year. We will have stage cautions, and those cautions will come at lap number, I'm trying to think of a number right now. See, I don't even know when the stages are gonna be. I so know what I'm doing today. I have no idea what I'm doing today. 43 lap race. Pit window is gonna be like 9 to 12 laps. So you don't want the stage caution coming out right at the stage. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some like weird stuff where the stages are probably going to end like right after pit stops or something. So we're going to do stage caution lap 14. So that'll be completion of 14 to 15. And then stage number 2. There just won't be a stage 2. We'll just do one stage. So we'll have one stage break right at like lap 14, which is the 1/3 mark of the race. And then we'll just we'll go green from there. But there will be caution flags and whatnot. I've got the I got Tyler Mallon's EXE, so I can do all kinds of cool stuff now. If somebody's off pace, like bad, you're getting parked, and so on. But right now, McIntyre and Norman are the front row. See if anybody has not been able to run draft laps. It looks like the 20 of William Brock he is with nobody. He is 7/10 off of the 32 of Christian Russell, who just ran his fastest lap, a 1:17.7 at the front of this pack. You really want to set yourself up for a good draft run, or you will not be able to run a good lap. So far we've got 13 drivers under a 1:17.0. We've been just kind of focusing on this pack the whole time, as 29 of Fitzwater has jumped to pit row. Let's see if we can find some other people here. There's Vince Freeze, Miles Mashburn, and so there's Jesse Turner. We haven't seen him yet today, driving the 92 Ford. He is currently 23rd on the board. Josh King, we haven't seen him yet. He is 25th. Austin Tyler in the 13. As now William Brock has found draft, and that puts the 62 as the slowest truck on track, a 1:18.5. As there's Boston Jones in the 41. As we're starting to see people jump back to pit road. Some random phone number is calling me. I appreciate that. I'm just going to ignore that. This is why my phone is on mute. And Corey Raymond is in the 62. He is currently the slowest. Only 4 drivers that have not run a lap time faster than a 1:18.0, and 13 drivers faster than a 1:17.0. So we're halfway through this session now. See Richard Johnson struggling. He's been out here about 6 laps now, so tire wear has kicked in for him. That's the one thing you got to remember, is tire wear hits in fast at this track. So if you don't set that lap on your first or second lap, you are likely not setting a fast lap at all. We'll probably start seeing a lot of these drivers dip to pit road to make another run at it. And that's where things will start really getting sketchy. You see Austin Tyler in 4th. As Fitzwater is the first to back out on track now, I believe. So in practice, they only show the pit stop. They don't show when the drivers leave. They don't show the duration of the pit stop either. But I believe Fitzwater first one back out. So we see other guys dropping in. We see Samet Oskin. Lane Sanders dropping down pit road. So far, the front row remains the same. Matt McIntyre, Michael Norman. So only 4 drivers faster than a 1:16.7. Not a lot of drivers faster than a 1:16.9. There's a good number of drivers in the 1:16.9 bracket. Fitzwater nowhere near the speed he needs to be on the start-finish line. As I was left a voicemail. That's fantastic. Some random number left me a voicemail. I wonder if it's spam. It's usually spam. Still nothing really changing on the leaderboard. Haven't seen anybody jump up. This group, there might be a prime candidate here. But I'm not sure what their tire age is like. Fitzwater has no draft, so he is not going to get anything. So it looks like Nareza is going to come to pit road. And no, it's actually Miles Mashburn who's coming to pit road. But yeah, so we'll do one stage break, lap 14, throw the caution flag, and that'll guarantee at least 2 green flag pit stops from that point forward, unless there is a caution. So I believe I'm doing this race on 2X. I forget if this race was run on 1X the last 2 times I ran it, but this might be the first time I'm running it on 2X. I know for the NRSL Crown Royal 300, I run it on 1X because it's a 100-lap race. But here at Papyrus, you know, 3-4 pit stops, and with the stage caution, it's going to be automatically 3. Still no new drivers jumping up the board, as you see a lot of people starting to come in pit road now. Lots of people coming in. So pit road getting busy here with 7 minutes left. We're likely going to see these guys add some tape and set up the trucks for a Q-lap run with draft. So things could get spicy here at the end of this session. It's just everybody is dropping the pit road now. Well, it's a good thing this session wasn't 15 minutes, or nobody would have had a chance to run another hot lap after tire wear kicked in. Starting to see people jump out of pit road already. Let's see who that first driver is. I believe that is the 76. Yes, indeed. So that's the 76 of Wes McCoy. First one back out on track. He's got Owen Miles right behind him. You generally want to set yourself up in a pack of 3 or 4 trucks to really get those good draft runs. But right now, as it stands, front row still Matt McIntyre, Michael Norman, Lane Sanders and Austin Tyler, row 2. Zorlin and the 21 of Carl Hopper, row 3. Cologne and the 88 of McShane, row 4. So there was contact there between McCoy and Owen Miles. That was kind of sketchy. See James Qualls right out of pit road. I believe Lane Sanders is still yet to come back in. Richard Johnson is out here. Mashburn is on his first flyer since he pit. Now Trey Smith coming out of the pits. So really starting to see people come back out of pit road. It is time to go. Time to set a hot lap. Still a lot of people waiting on pit road. So Owen Miles, this will be his first. Yep, so this is his first lap right here. That was his out lap before. Same for Wes McCoy. James Qualls by his lonesome. Lane Sanders is still yet to pit. If he's going to try and run another lap, he better get down there soon. Let's see what Mashburn gets here at the line. 117.040 will jump him up to 14th place. Now, all of these drivers right here, I believe, are on new tires, so this is good money for these drivers right here. All of these guys. Trey Smith in the top 10 right now. See what kind of lap time he can run. Less than 4 minutes left now, so if you're gonna run a hot lap, you better get out on the track before the 3-minute mark. It's gonna take you a minute 20 to get around, and then another minute 20 to set the lap. See, Trey Smith had to check up a bit there. If he can get behind Miles for draft, that would be better for him, as they're actually catching Richard Johnson and Enzo Nareza, who just came out of the pits. This is going to really help Mashburn. I think this might help Christian Vargas the most. He is zooming. Let's see what kind of lap the 54 sets. Oh yeah, he's going to hold in draft really nicely here. 195 at the line. 116.998 jumps him up to 14th. Now he's got a hold in line here. This could be his money lap. No changes inside the top 10 that I can see. Oh, that top side might not be the best for Vargas. He might carry a little more speed here. Might not be a bad thing. He's going to pass Mashburn. Be closing up behind Trey Smith, who's closing up on Richard and Nareza. Well, Vargas might be in line for a really good lap here if he plays the cards right in draft. Not sure what McIntyre was running at the start-finish line when he started his lap. But Vargas was going 195, and I'm not sure if you could go much faster. This will be interesting to watch right here. And yes, indeed, Vargas up to second place with a 116.428. Trey Smith up to fifth with a 610. Nareza and Johnson jumped up into the top 20. Nothing for Mashburn. Vince Freeze up to 24th with his newest fastest lap on the race or practice qualifying session there. Less than a minute and a half to go. Roger James just jumped up to 27th with his fastest time on the board. Seth Cole to 22nd. Trying to just see who's running what. Yeah, just Eterna not going to be anywhere close here. This pack might have something for them going. It turns out they didn't. Making these moves at the start-finish line kills all your momentum. LJ Toledo jumps up to 21st. Oh, here's a big pack. Same pack from before. Mashburn will jump up to 9th with a 116.772. Still nothing going for anybody else. And the session is about to hit the end here. If you're going to start a lap, this is your last chance. And I believe that's going to be about it. So we're going to Stop the camera right here. Will anybody beat Matt McIntyre? They've got a minute to finish their lap time. Oh, Jesse Turner jumped up to 10th with a 1:16.813. Nobody there. Total of 16 drivers running faster than a 1:17.0. Only William Brock failed to run faster than a 1:18. And it looks like Matt McIntyre is going to hold on to this pole. 3 seconds left. And no change. It's official. Matt McIntyre, Christian Vargas will start on the front row for this year's NNSCRA Honey Dew Donuts 250K. 43 laps of action. Stage 1 ends at lap 14, coming to 15. And yeah, I'm looking forward to another 43-lap event around this racetrack, and I will see you guys for the main event in what will either be a couple of days or a week. See you guys then.